Welcome, everybody. No, it's been a while. It's been a while since we have done an episode, but we are back. We are live. Well, good evening. And happy 25th day of August, as if you were with me before, you saw the mount. You saw the equipment, and you saw everything out there. Just a little bit of a brief of how everything is and what I have out there. I know it's overwhelming to somebody who's new. I get it. But keep in mind that I've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years now with doing the astrophotography. So for anybody that's just starting out, you'll get there. Just follow my lead and you'll get there without a problem. So, where we stand tonight. We've got to wait a little bit. As you can tell, if you look at the top right where it says outside, that is the roof of a building. So we gotta wait just a slight bit until we can get this above the roof. If you look at this picture here, that right shadow there, that is a roof. And we can't get much with a roof, and I didn't expect it to be that low this early. I was hoping it would have cleared it by now, by 9:50 to 10 o'clock. It did not. Where is it right now? Let me see. Because that was a couple minutes ago, so my guess is it's probably over here. Yes, okay. So it's almost cleared that roof. We're about 15 degrees altitude right now. We are going to be shooting M33, which is the Pinwheel Galaxy. That one is lovely. I can't wait to see how this one's going to turn out. We should be in pretty good shape of where we are for alignment. This one has two names. I know this is really weird. I know that 3 years ago when I tried to get this, people were like, it's not the Pinwheel, it's a Triangulum Galaxy. It's the only reason why it's called a Triangulum Galaxy, as you can see right here on the bottom left. This is the Triangulum constellation, so that's part of the reason why. Pinwheel, naturally, because if you scroll in here, you can actually look at it, and it does resemble a pinwheel. Who would have thought? And this one's actually really pretty. This is going to be a really pretty galaxy. And it's a big one, too. It is a really big one. And this thing's going to take up pretty much 90% of my QHY. So it's a big one. And I can't wait to see what we're going to get. It should be interesting. Okay, so we're just gonna wait. We're gonna hold out just a tiny bit, just so this way the roof can clear, and then it's gonna get a little bit darker, so I can see exactly where the heck we are. So this way I can do some star aligning, get this all set up and ready to go, and then we'll be golden. And then we're gonna start taking some images. Now I don't know how long I want to take the images. I don't know how long I want to go for. Because, again, this is not a nebula. This is a galaxy. So, I don't really want to go too long. But I got to do some star matching. And I got to figure out where we are here. And make sure we got it exactly where I want it to be. 47. This will be unguided. But this will give me at least an opportunity to see where the galaxy is. It's a fairly faint galaxy. It's not exactly super bright like Andromeda, where you'd be able to see it. But it is definitely visible. I'm just waiting for that roof to go away. Go away, roof. Go away. Because once this goes away, then this is going to turn darker, and then I'll be able to see what the hell I'm doing. Because I can't see anything on this. I have no freaking idea. Well, there's a plane that went through. Almost there. Okay. So now, according to Starry Night, we are dead center on the pinwheel. So now it should be right in the middle. It should be right in here. So we're going to take a 10-second exposure, see where it is. We're going to take off the circle, and it should be right here. I do see different kinds of stars, so that's a positive. This is a good thing. So we're gonna zoom it in here and see. We look like we're in the right spot. We sure look like it. Give it a shot. And I bet you that bright star, that right there, that's got to be this one right here. That's got to be. It has to be. And looking at this right here, looks like it's this right here. So I bet you it's right here. So we should be set. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. For the Orion camera, I don't know if we're going to get the Orion camera to work. I don't know. I mean, we can try it, but we're going to get the guider going. And then we're going to try... I don't know if I want to do the Orion camera because it wasn't working before, but let me double check. I doubt it. I finagled the cords too, so I doubt that this is going to work. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I really hate Orion Camera Studio. I really, really hate it. I'm just going to type Orion Camera Studio sucks. Because I am not happy with that program at all. And if there was any way, I would love for them to get a new freaking program for that, because that sucks. Because every time when you try to do an image off of it, it won't work. And it won't do anything. Then you have to go out there, disconnect it, connect it back up again, and then start all over again. And that's a pain in the butt. So, to Orion Camera Studio. I'm going to write them a letter. And again, this is an object that I have never gotten with this setup. So this is something new. So this could either work extremely well, or this is going to be a train wreck. One thing that a lot of people know is that you're just going to try. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, well, move on to the next object and you just keep trying. But my guess is if Starry Night says that it's in exactly the center, then I believe it. But while we're waiting, I'm going to talk about the eclipse from Monday. Went to the Science Museum, and the eclipse started at 1:12 p.m. Eastern Time. Got there early because I wanted to actually go to the museum and actually experience the actual museum before the eclipse. The turnout was incredible. There was a ton of people there. About 2,000 at the Buffalo Science Museum. Set up at about 1:05 and started streaming at about 1:15. It was a little bit later than I wanted, only because the fact that, one, I lost the thing for the tripod, so I couldn't hold my phone in there, which kind of sucked. So I didn't have that. Two, I didn't bring my eyepiece holder for the Astro-Scan, so I didn't have an eyepiece for that. So I only had an eyepiece for the smaller one. So that kind of sucked too. And I didn't want to carry the stuff halfway across the field, so I didn't have like a little wagon. So that didn't work. So I didn't do a live stream like I wanted to, but I did get an opportunity to actually show everybody how many people were there. Got to see some views. The video itself is on YouTube right now, and that is the edited version, which is I added stuff to the beginning, I added stuff at the end, and I added some pictures and some videos and stuff and everything early, from later in the evening. Now we're going to take a semi-long exposure just to see if I can find the galaxy and see if it's right in view. And then we'll know if we're in the right direction or not. So this is just going to be a quick 2.5 minute exposure just to see where we're at. Guiding is... yeah, at 0.6. It's not the greatest we've ever had for guiding, but then again, we just cleared the building within the last 20 minutes. And we're at about 24 degrees, 23 degrees in altitude. So we're still in that light pollution muck. And it's going to be rough this next 5 to 10 minutes. But that's fine because I'm going to be slowly getting this together and slowly getting ready for the long exposures and trying to see what we're going to get. Ouch, that's bright. No, because there's something right there. You could see something right there. That's a galaxy right there. So we are in the right spot. How about that? Yeah, that's it right there. Well, okay then. So we are in the right spot. Okay. That works for me. Okay. Alright, guiding settling down. Fantastic. Most likely we're probably not going to get this in the Orion camera anyways. I got to really figure that out. And I'm going to write Orion a letter tomorrow. And I'm going to let them know. I should put hashtag Orion Camera Studio sucks. I should. How long should we do an exposure for? Let's see. We're at about 0.6. It's not the greatest for guiding, so I would probably say 900 will be good. I think that's a decent amount. And we'll do what, 7? I think that seems to be good. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to create a new folder, because I want to see what this looks like. We're going to do it in black and white. I don't really care, because I'll do it in color later. Because I'd have to debayer it, go through the whole thing, and go through... I don't want to deal with that right now. So, we're going to create a new folder. And we're going to do M33. M33. Okay. Folder. M33. M33. And go! 15-minute exposures coming up. So this one should be interesting. So we're going to do a 15-minute exposure of M33 in color. Now, if you're just joining me and you haven't watched previous streams before, the reason why this is a green tint is because I have an Orion Skyglow filter. The Orion Skyglow filter is naturally green. So it actually takes out light pollution out from outside. That's sodium lantern lights. That's the moon, some of it anyways, at least if it's a quarter moon or less. Full moon, don't even think about even trying to image because it's not even worth it. But anything that's lights outside for light pollution, it will cut some of it out. Close to most. But light pollution is atrocious out here. We are in the red zone of the Bortle scale. Borderline almost orange. If I were to go 2 miles north of here, we'd be in orange. If we'd go 8 miles north, we'd be in yellow. So we're just on the outskirts of 2 cities, Buffalo and Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is north of me, and then North Tonawanda and Amherst and Buffalo is all south of me. So we have a lot of lights. And like I've been saying in previous videos, is anything 30 degrees or less on the horizon, don't even try to shoot. It's not even worth it, because you're going to get so much light pollution, the muck, it's going to be absolutely atrocious. Where we stand right now for the altitude is 21. We're getting up there. These first 2 or 3 images are probably going to be meh. I mean, we're approaching that 30-degree altitude, so we're getting close. So we'll see what we get. It might not be the best, but what's going to happen is the more images come in, the darker the background's going to be. Well, maybe that is fine. Okay, that's fine. All right, fine. That one was 20% of 900, so 15 minutes. So 1/5 of 15 minutes, it was like, what, 5 minutes? 5 is 30%. So yeah, like that was like a 4 minutes. So fine. At least people get to see it here. 2.75. Oh yeah, that should be fine. That should be perfect. Yeah, because this is it right here. So you're going to see everything all right here. This is going to be a pretty cool image. How's guiding going? May have to shrink it down to 1.5. Bring it up a little bit. By the way, I'm a little rusty, so bear with me, people. When you don't do them after a week, it gets, you got to get back into the swing of things, so I apologize to everybody. It's 83%. Yeah, we're at 1 arc seconds. That's not exactly the greatest thing in the world. Not too happy about that. What I might do is when this image is over, I'm going to pick a different star. Yeah, I want to pick a different one, and we'll see. There might be some drift with this one, but we'll see. Alright, we're just about there. We're at 95% right now. And this will be image number 1 that's at 15 minutes. Well, we're going to do that as soon as we do that. I'm going to stop the guiding, move it, and start it back up again. We're going to do this really fast. Stop. View a different star. Guide back on it, and go 2.5 seconds. I know that's going to be super bright. Woo, that's bright. It's a white screen! Oh yeah, that you can definitely tell. And there's drift, I know, but you can definitely tell the galaxy's there. Oh yeah, that's... Let me zoom it out a little bit here. Yeah, that's it right there. That's going to turn out really well. If I can get guiding to be about 0.4 or 0.5, this is going to turn out really well. Wow, guiding is bouncing everywhere tonight. Jeez. A little bit of information on it. Yeah, you're reading that right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 zeros. That's 3 million light years away. Guiding is bouncing all over the place tonight, so I have no idea. Sometimes part of the sky, it just doesn't work out. Sometimes you can get one part at like 0.3, and then other parts, it just, you'll get 1. And sometimes you just can't figure it out. You can get perfect polar alignment, and it's just, sometimes it just doesn't work the way you want it to. Because tonight is not looking to be what I want. It's so weird. Oh man, declination is just... Oh boy. We are all over the board tonight. The only thing I can hope for is that it gets higher in the sky and might get the background might get darker, so maybe guiding might be better, but I don't know. At this point, we should wait and see. I might take one more and then call it quits for the broadcast, but I'm not really sure at this point, and see what happens. The background got darker, but there was a ton of drift. Now, this is probably the worst guiding we've had in probably 2-3 months, at least. 2-3 months where we've had this worst. So I don't know if it's... I could get it tonight and it would just look like junk, and then I could come back out tomorrow night and it would be absolutely perfect. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be a good night, but I will say that we did get something out of this tonight. That everybody did get a chance to see the pinwheel. That it is in there. Not as great as I wanted it to be. But at least it's there, I guess. Because we're running at about time to close it up. Because we're about just under an hour and a half. And that's about where I want it to be. I'm going to type it in. Should we do another object? Question mark. I don't know. Maybe it's just that part of the sky. Very well could be. I wouldn't even know where to even begin, that's the thing. The M34 is there, and that's a good sized star cluster. I don't think I've ever gotten M34 before. I mean, the core looks pretty cool. I mean, that's a positive. And it is getting darker, but stars are just completely drifted out, and it completely look like junk. That's the problem. I mean, we could try for M34. It is a different part of the sky. It's about 20 degrees over to the left.